There we go. So this pulls apart pretty easily, except for that far interior seam. So it looks like all the parts pretty much locked together. And I will have to take them all apart. I'll imagine an X-Acto should be able to work most of it. For $25, this is a ridiculous price for this model. $12, maybe $15 tops could be worth it. But ERTL is definitely grabbing some money on this one for any that they do sell. If it's still sold at all. Well, I guess there's one on my local shelf, so it must be in production somewhere, somehow. But this is definitely a piece of crap. It's not worth the money they're charging. If you do want to get one and you can't live without one, definitely get it off of eBay for less than you'll pay locally, because this just isn't worth it. As far as construction goes, as far as amount of plastic goes, I mean, it's definitely a great size and all. See, the Star Destroyer is 15 inches. So the Death Star is probably 10 or so. So it's definitely a good size. And being a sphere, it's definitely a good volume. As you can see, it definitely likes to roll around and has a mind of its own in that regard. Once I have this cleaned up, I'll really know what I'm looking at a lot better. The one major absolute critique, apart from the price for this piece of crap, is the seam lines. All ERTL had to do was cut their seam line down any different pattern here, and you'd never see it at all. Instead, they cheaped out and just cut straight down the entire body into 8 even quarters. So definitely no points for that. This kit is not worth the price they charge. The construction is pretty crappy, and if I hadn't got it for 10 bucks, I definitely wouldn't have got it at all. You know, the more I look at it, the more this paint job really grows on me. But I will be doing this up properly. Whoever did it was definitely, yeah, I just really love all these tones in here. Whoever did it definitely didn't have anything in mind, apparently. So let's take a quick look at the Star Destroyer. So as I mentioned, I picked up this Star Destroyer for some spare parts, specifically the bridge right here. How I could have possibly lost something this large, this shape, I have no idea. I figure it must be sitting in a box somewhere, and it's just not presenting itself at the moment. However, I do need to move forward with my model, the fiber optics. So I picked this up. This was like $4, $10 shipped along with the Death Star. $20 purchase for 2 models. You really can't go wrong whatever condition they're in unless it's utterly smashed. So I'll be ripping all the glue apart on this to pull the bridge off. I got a lot of drilling to do on that for all the holes for the fiber optics. And of course paint it up and get it to match the rest of the Star Destroyer as is. One thing I'm really glad about getting this entire thing is seeing how bad the seams truly are. If you only have one model and you're the one that builds it, you never know if it really got built as good as it could have. Whatever skill the modeler was who built this, this definitely shows me that the seams all over the place are just uniformly bad, and they're bad in the same exact places I've got them bad in. So while this certainly can be fixed and dressed up to look good, it's definitely not a really great kit as far as fit goes. And it's certainly really bad in terms of details and accuracy. All these little lines they put everywhere are definitely wrong. It's really too bad they did that. I mean, from a distance it adds some detail, or some apparent detail, but it's just wrong. All the buildings are wrong. All the details here are wrong. The trenches are probably wrong. The hangar bay is definitely wrong. The bridge is wrong. The neck is wrong. The generator sphere here things are wrong, and the engine bells are wrong. All told, if you look around on various hobby sites, there's about $200 worth of replacement parts for this $10 kit, $15 I guess new, maybe $20 new I guess on your local shelves. But to turn this piece of crap and spend $200 on it just to make it look accurate, definitely not worth it. There's a guy out there named Randy Cooper who made, this is 15 inches, he made a 38-inch version out of resin that is pretty much damn accurate. That costs $600. So you figure for 3 times the amount that you can get for this, you can have a 3x2 by 1 foot Star Destroyer. Basically, I got the Star Destroyer here from MPC as practice for that one, because that is one I want to get to do. When I can get $600 together for a model, that's another story entirely. That's half a month's rent right there. 2 months car payment, 3 months car insurance, a year's worth of phone bill. So you get the idea on the scale of economy for it. So the Star Destroyer, it can be built into something decent. There's a fiber optic kit out there that sells for like $40, $50 on eBay. That comes with, I think it's 2,000 inches of fiber optics and however many LEDs, probably just a couple. So that could be a cheap option for you if you're looking to build one. But Star Destroyer is Star Destroyer, and this is the best bet that you get for your local money, at least at a reasonable price. So the other thing I'll be pulling off of this is all the engines. I kind of screwed up a couple of mine when I drilled the holes for them, so hopefully I can just pop those off, pop these on, and I'll have one at 100%. If I can't find the bridge for this, the old one that I think I've lost, I'll probably turn this into a Traveler how to put it. There's a game called Traveler, a role-playing game from many years ago. They had a few wedge-shaped ships, so maybe I'll turn it into one of those. If I get yet another Star Destroyer, maybe I'll put 2 tops together and 2 bottoms together. That could be an interesting scratch-built design. We'll see about that. So thanks for watching this Triple Threat Star Wars video. X-Wing fighter, definitely worth it as always, with a lot of modifications to do. Death Star model, not worth the price at your local shop, not worth full price at least. So if you find it cheap on eBay shipped, go for it. I mean, it looks like it can be turned into something decent. And of course, Star Destroyer, a perennial favorite, generally always worth the price, whatever it is, even though you have a lot of work ahead of you to get it into shape. But that's pretty much true of all model kits. So thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.